Obama said it is both a humanitarian and strategic issue. That decision has had a profoundly negative impact on the welfare of the Cuban people. End of the quote. So that's at least a good statement. He also said, I will grant Cuban Americans unrestricted rights to visit family and send remittances to the island. In the near future, it is also possible that the Congress, dominated by the Democrats, will put an end to the prohibition against US citizens to travel to Cuba. Currently, they can travel to China, to Vietnam, North Korea, but not to Cuba. The Congress will also probably eliminate the restrictions on academic, cultural, and sport exchanges. The US economic sanctions are the main obstacle to Cuba's economic development. It has cost the Cuban economy $93 billion since its inception, and $3.7 billion just in 2007. It affects the entire population, especially the most vulnerable sectors, and 75% of Cubans were born under the sanctions regime. As you know, the international community overwhelmingly rejects the economic sanctions. On October 29, 2008, the world voted against for the 17th consecutive year. 185 countries voted against the sanctions. The US people also oppose the embargo, as well as the business community, which sees a natural market failing into the hands of Chinese, European, and Latin American investors. Obama could demonstrate his shrewdness by studying Cuban character and understanding that the language of force and threat is useless. Fidel Castro said, that's a quote, "There are those who still dream of bringing Cuba to its knees, wielding the criminal blockade as a US foreign policy tool against our country. If the US again falls into that error, this useless policy against Cuba may remain in force for another half century." End of the quote. The government of Havana has extended a friendly hand to Washington on many occasions. Each time it was met with obstinate rejection. Raúl Castro also extended the olive branch to the Bush administration twice without success. President Castro has declared his willingness to openly dialogue with Barack Obama. Obama would do well to finally recognize that Cuba is a sovereign and independent nation, and to base his future relations with Havana on reciprocity rather than on intervention in domestic affairs. Then Cubans will receive him with open arms and offer him only expressions of gratitude. Obama has, and I'll end with this, Obama has a historical opportunity to change once and for all US-Cuba policy and normalize the relations between the two countries. Washington's irrational punishment of the Cuban people is cruel, inhuman, and unjustifiable. But Obama must rise to the hope that his election has sparked. Thank you.